Hey, you fucks. Thanks for, checking out the videos, showing a little bit of support. How about you take it to the next level and show us some love over there on Patreon, huh? Huh? Huh?
Yo, 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 yo. What is up there out there on the YouTube sources? You go by Papa Tikyo, coming to you guys live from another Japan at home rant. How you guys doing today? It is a nice, cool, wet, rainy day outside today. It's one of those days where it's been raining all night, but it's not heavy rain. It's just like on and off light rain. Like, it's raining enough that you should have an umbrella or like a raincoat on, because you will get wet if you're out for a while, you know? It's so funny. I have this like Kabukicho webcam live stream playing in the background while I'm recording this today. It's on my TV connected to my PS4 that I use as just a webcam viewer. And it's funny, all the Japanese people are using umbrellas while all the foreigners are just wearing shorts and just a raincoat, you know? It's funny, yeah, like, it's funny how people, like Japanese people, they don't really use raincoats, you know? It's just, it's silly bonkers. Like, raincoats aren't really a thing unless you're on, like, a motorcycle here, like a motorcycle delivery guy or whatever, right? So, very interesting, very, very cool, very hip. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? It's nice. So yeah, so it's raining, so I've got that webcam playing in the background of Kabukicho, since I live in Kabukicho. But also, I've got this other one that is, what is this one called? It's called, Rainy Walk Through the Lush Forest of a Secluded Mountain Temple. And I have that playing in the background. And, one of the fun things about, like, doing these rants at home, like, I know you guys probably just don't. I bet there's a certain, group of you guys out there who used to really like my rants on the motorcycle and whatever. And you're like, Dad, why? Why don't you bring it back? Dad, bring it back. And yeah, like, I know that you guys love that, and that's why I still try to do, like a motorcycle rant at least once a month, to show you guys, like, oh, hey, Dad's still on the motorcycle, he's still going out and doing stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things, Mike. It's just one of those things. Yeah, so it's but anyway, yeah, I know you guys want the motorcycle rants back, and but in the meantime, like, let me just explain. Like, I really like the way that we do this stuff here, like, I really like I really like and appreciate these at home rants, because they not only let me, like, vent stuff that I wanted to say, and that, like, I could say all this stuff during a live stream, right? But live streams aren't like live streams are more about an interaction with you guys versus talking. Like, I see, like, there's some people who are like, they're famous, and so their chats are going like a mile a minute, so they don't really they don't read their chat ever. They're just talking, and people are just participating in the talk, like, like Asmongold or whatever, right? And but occasionally they'll read a chat. I mean, like, most of the time for those guys, though, it's just even if they read the chat, it's not like a full interaction, But when I'm live streaming, it's more of like a talk to all you guys, right? So, anyway, one of the things that I really enjoy doing, though, is that because I talk to you guys through these rants at home, I'm also able to gather stuff from online, too. And one of the things I really like gathering is like these, like, the B-roll for all these rants and shit, it's really fun. Like right now I'm using Wabi Sabi background from Kurt Bell's Softy Papa's channel while I'm recording this, but I might swap it out later, like, I really like getting random B-roll just to play in the background where you guys can check it out. And also, like, I think I'm gonna start mixing it up, like putting, like, Game Boy gameplays or something in the background here, like, on top of these things, just as random fun, nice, like, I'm listening to this thing called, like, ambient blue core to cool your inner chaos, and the picture is a a blue McDonald's drink or something, and it's just I don't know. It's like such a vibe today. You know, it's a very good, dark outside, rainy vibe. You know, like the sun is not out today. It's like taking a break. You know, and it's nice, and it is, ma'am. But yeah, guys. Anyway, it's fun, man. Like I'm watching like I've got this like Gumbare Goemon Game Boy play, because I've been, you know, right now I'm trying to figure out some games to play with you guys on the live stream. So I've been going through like Game Boy long plays to see like what games are out there, and just to gauge how long they would take to like beat and finish, you know, because it's funny, like with the, I don't know, there's a lot of things that we can talk about today, but anyway, yeah. Before I get any further into it, let me just do a little self promo, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who comes over here and subscribes to the Papa Tikyo channel, the ADVJapan channel. I'm curious, if you guys are over here, how did you find this channel? Because, like, you know, not every time, but, you know, quite often I'll get people coming in, especially when I live stream more on my main channel, and they're like, oh my god, like, you know, like, dude, I haven't watched your stuff in forever, man. I used to love those motorcycle videos. And I was like, well, you know, I made a whole separate channel for those motorcycle videos, and you can go and check them out, you know. They just type in the exclamation point rants thing or whatever, right? And I don't know, it's cool though. Like, I'm not complaining though. Like, I'm just saying that, like, it's nice that people are like, oh wait, you still do that? I'm like, yeah, it's just on a separate channel, and then they have like a whole channel to binge of stuff that they wanted to see before, right? So I don't know, it's just nice, and it is, ma'am. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, it's just like, I really love the fact though that it's like, especially for these rants, it's just like, you know, again, unlike the live streams, I can talk and like just free form, and I don't need to worry about responding to a chat or whatever. I mean, while I'm premiering this, I'm listening to this with you guys and responding in the chat, but it's different, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for everybody who goes over to patreon.com/TKOSam. I offer so many different bonuses over there, but the main ones that I'd really like to shout out are the Japanese lessons and the tours. I know that you guys are like, oh my god, you know, Papa Tico's like such a chill dude. I would love to like hang out with him if I ever came to Japan. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like, you know, if you come over here, you get like a free tour guide, and I get nothing. It's like, well, you get to hang out with me, and I'm like, dude, I got plenty of people to hang out with here. You're not special, you know. But if you wanted to help me out, if you appreciate it, especially if you got the money, consider signing up for my my tours, dude. I offer the tours. You guys come over here. We'll spend a whole day together or a half day together, and we'll go and we'll have a fun adventure, and it'll be cool. And then at the end of the tour, we'll throw a party for you guys. And like, we'll get a bunch of my friends together, and we'll all go drinking and stuff. And it'll be good. But yeah, also I offer Japanese lessons too. So if you don't want to sign up for the tour, but you still want to move to Japan, you want to get started, and you just don't know where or how to get started with learning Japanese, well, I've got a whole system over there for you guys. So, you know, go check it out. That's what it is, and it is cool. Yeah, so yeah, go and check that out. Patreon.com/TKOSam. And also big shout out to everybody who super chats and becomes a member over here on this channel, guys. And the main channel too. Like, I just it's so funny. I was trying to tell my buddy Cracky for a while that it's like, you need to like work your hardest to enable those super chats or memberships. Like, I remember when those first came out, I didn't know that you had to manually turn those on. And so for like a whole year or two, like, I didn't even know that like you could get those. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I'm a partner. I can like monetize my channel with ads, but what the hell's going on? And yeah, it's just it's funny. It's nice that you have that option now. And the fucked up thing is that if you are not if you don't have like if you don't have 500 subs on YouTube, you can't get super chats, and you can't offer memberships, and you can't have your own merch store here. But on top of that, like, if you don't get 1,000 subs, you can't monetize your content with ads. But the thing is that every YouTube video has ads on it. So if you're watching somebody and they don't have 1,000 subscribers and you're getting an ad, that means that YouTube's getting all that money and that the creator's not getting anything. So yeah, it's like it's in your best interest if you're starting a YouTube channel to get to at least 1,000 subscribers. I mean, the other condition is that you need to have at least 4,000 working out or 4,000 watch hours, but you can get that easily if you're live streaming, you know, very easily. So yeah, if you're doing shorts all the time, that's going to be a lot harder. But anyway, yeah, guys, I appreciate it so much, and you know, I don't know, man. It's good. Like, it's so funny. Like, I go and I see these other creators, you know, and I see their channels, and I'm like, I go to their Patreon or something, and their lowest tier is like $5, and their lowest membership tier on YouTube is like $5, and I'm like, dude, like, you got to get people's foot in the door, and like, I'm not gonna, like, unless you give me amazing, crazy content that has changed my life, I'm not gonna pay more than $5, you know. So like like I'm not hurting for money right now. I'm not rich, but at the same time, it's like, nah. Like I'll support you in name. Like I'll get your subscriber number up, kind of thing, right? Like there's plenty of people on Patreon that have like a $1 tier, and they're content creators, and some of them are my friends, and I'm like, I know that if I sign up for their stuff, Patreon used to have a thing like this. I don't know if it's still available, but like they used to have an option where if you were a creator, or if you're just like a regular, you know, what do you call it, like a regular subscriber or whatever, that you could show who you're subscribed to. And I don't know if they let me do that anymore for my Patreon profile, but you know, if you're like but anyway, like I don't mind like shouting out who I support and stuff, you know, like they're all like, I remember like I've been fucking supporting this one guy, Tamers 12345 or whatever, because my buddy Jim introduced me to his channel, and the guy's just fucked in the head. It's crazy. Like he makes a lot of these really fucked up, dark, edgy, like super autistic jokes, videos about like Sonic. And now he does like brony stuff, and I don't really watch the Little Pony stuff, but like just the fact that this guy has been doing this for like a decade, and like you know, like that's, even if it's like kind of mental illness, to like be so obsessed with like fucking Sonic and My Little Pony and shit, and like making all these dark fucked up jokes, it's like, wow, like this guy's really been consistent, you know, like holy fuck, like you got to give credit where credit's due. And it sucks that I think they deleted his channel though on YouTube, because he was like, I guess they're rebooting My Little Pony again or something, and then like they were just like, he's violating the copyright or something, and that's really sad, because he was just I don't know, I mean, like, I think there's a difference between inciting violence and then just like making dark, edgy humor for the sake of creative expression, right? I mean, like, there's parts where you don't go, you know, like, you know, it's a fine line, but still, it's like there's a big difference between making stupid, fucked up gay jokes and stuff all the time versus like being Hassan Piker and supporting terrorists on Twitch, you know. But anyway, yeah, thanks for the support. Speaking of which, big shout out to the super chat member guy of today. Yes, big shout out and thank you to you, sir. You have giant titanium New York balls, and I respect your gangster. Roar, 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 roar. Oh, coffee. And coffee, why? The gummies, Tico, the gummies. I'm just saying, like, I really do appreciate the fact that you guys come over and watch my stuff, because I know my stuff is not the best thing on the internet. Like, I know that it's more of a vibe versus, like, the quality of the content here from my channel. And it just, like, it always, like, irks me when I see, like, cringy people being like, yeah, man, you know, like I have this many subscribers, like, me, or, like, you know, like, they're, like, because, I mean, like, we do live in a superficial, clout-chasing world, and we do need to acknowledge that, but at the same time, like, you don't need to be one of those guys that's, like, I have 20,000 followers, so I'm better than you. Man, it's like, you could go onto any sketchy website, or like you could bot farm the shit out of your stuff, man. I mean, people on Kick and stuff do it all the time. Like, you know, it's like, it's not about the numbers, it's about the interactions. Are the interactions organic? Are the people real? Like, you know, there's that saying of like the like, it's the dead internet. Like, there's not that many people actually commenting or watching stuff. But I don't know. I don't believe that. argument. I think that there's so many people that have little computers in their pockets nowadays, and they always comment on stuff. And I don't know, man. Like, it's fun. I really like. One of my favorite things is going on Instagram and just reading the comments of like meme videos. Like, there's this one that was really cringy of this woman who's like 22 or something, and she's with this like fat old guy. And the caption is like, my dad's friend was always interested in me, and like I kept pursuing him, and he said no, and then finally he said yes, and now we make OnlyFans content together. And it's just like, it's really cringy. Like, you can tell that guy, he's got like no riz, and it's just like ugh, you know. And all the comments are so, like, the top voted comments are hilarious though. It's like I screen captured them because they were so good. Like, one of the top comments was like, my mom's right. It is the phone. Like, you're acting really weird and strange. It's because of the damn phone. No, Mom, it's not. It's like, yeah, it was totally the phone. And then what else? There's like another one was like, I want everybody in the world to be happy, except specifically these two people. And yeah, it's so great. Oh man. So sometimes like the comments are like, I don't think like an AI could maybe do that, but it's you know, like, people like what they like, you know, like it's like, that's the sad thing about humans and AI stuff, is that like, you know, they've got the gorilla Yeti things, and like all these animals that are like popping up doing like vlogs or whatever now, like 30-second vlogs, and they're like, yeah, I'm in the woods or whatever, yeah, and it's everybody's just like, oh man, this is AI slop, this is so shitty, and blah blah blah, and it's like, but the thing is that when it comes down to it, I think the reason why people don't like AI is because they don't want to acknowledge that humans are just mammals, and or more importantly, they are simply like, a mammal is a thing that, like, an animal is predictable to a certain extent, like, you know, and like for example, like I don't know, like a hamster or something, right? Like, you could have a regular hamster in a regular cage, but if you put sand in there, the hamster's gonna burrow in there, right? And it's like, a hamster sometimes eat their babies or something, so like, if a hamster has a baby, like, you can kind of, you're like, oh, that, you know, people that have raised hamsters or something, they're like, okay, whatever, right? Or like, you know, I don't know, like, if you have a horse, like, horses like getting scratched on their head or something or whatever, right? So it's like, there's certain predictability when it comes to animals, and the same thing is for humans too. Like, everybody has these patterns, and like, you know, it doesn't matter how unique of a human you are. Like, everybody still needs to go to bed, you know, wake up, shit, and eat, right? And so people don't like seeing that it's so easy to recreate that stuff, and that takes away like the uniqueness of being human, right? And I get that. It's scary, and you don't like that, and you don't want to acknowledge that. And but oppositely, like, for me, like, I kind of figured that out a while ago. Like, I figured that out, like, before I was even in my 20s, you know? Like, it's just, there's a certain amount of predictability and stuff to things, and it's like that clip in Sopranos where Christopher Moltisanti, he's trying to sell his girlfriend's friend's band and like make them popular and get them a record deal, and he's showing Hesh, the like Jewish record producer guy, like, you know, the music, and he's like, what, this isn't good, and it's like the shittiest song ever, and he's like, nah, it's not good, and he's like, what's not good about it? He's like, look, there's songs that are hits and there's songs that are not hits. That is not a hit right there. And I don't know, I mean, it's the same thing too, where it's like, you don't want it to be predictable, but at the same time, like, there are certain cues that you can hit that people can relate to, and I don't know, man. It's just like, I get why people are angry about AI. Like, there's multiple arguments, right? Like, they're like, oh, it's going to take away like money from talented people that took time out of their life to learn those skills or whatever, and it can recreate that in just a second that it took like 30 years to blah blah blah. But at the same time, and then also, like, what is it? They're also saying that it's like, well, all these AI, they were trained to do these things based on things that were stolen and not asked consent to copy for, you know? And I get that. I get that. Yeah, totally. Like, that's fucked up, right? And but in this information age, or whatever you want to call it, stuff moves so quickly that it's hard for people to jump on the copyright thing, you know, because it's like, oh well, you made your thing public. Like, Japanese companies tried to do that forever, where they tried to just take down everybody who did anything for their anime. That, like, you know, I mean, even for my fucking for my rants, like I made a rant about free ren and a rant about like solo leveling, and I couldn't even use clips because those videos were so popular. And yeah, they were so popular, so I couldn't even use those clips, and I had to use pictures instead. And it's like, motherfucker, you have people uploading videos about this shit all over. Like, you can't stop it. Like you're putting your stuff out there online publicly for people to see, and then you get angry when people spread it, you know? It's stupid. It's like, well, we have a copyright on it. I'm like, yeah, but information moves so quickly. You're hot one minute, and then you're just like boring and irrelevant the next minute, you know? And now there's a guy walking around hosing down the ground, and it's raining. What the fuck is this retard doing? It's raining, you idiot. He's hosing down the ground while it's raining. I think this guy it's, oh god, it's just a wagey job. He doesn't care. He's getting paid. He just probably wants to have an excuse to be outside so his boss doesn't yell at him. Like, yeah, this guy walked past him and he just looked at him all weird. Like you're watering the ground that's being rained on right now? Well, what's your problem, bro? But yeah, anyway, it's just the AI thing, you know, the AI stuff. It's going to be interesting how this stuff plays out, because I think it's very, like, I get it, right? Like, people are afraid, like, voice actors here in Japan, for the longest time, voice actors, whenever you would meet somebody and they said they were a professional voice actor, they would never introduce you to, like, whatever agency they worked for, or their like, you know, whatever office or company they were associated with. Not because they were afraid of being canceled, but just because they don't want the competition, right? They're always, like, very scarcity mentality about this shit. And so, of course, people that, like, make art, or they're doing voice acting, and they're like, shit, dude, like, I'm still in the middle of, like, growing my career, and it's going to be swept up because, like, AI can do something very similar for cheaper. And it's like, what the fuck? And I get that, man. I get that. But at the same time, it's like, look, like, there were people that did, like, when the car came out, there were still people that had horse carriages in New York, right? And those guys were fucking going all over the city. There was shit everywhere. Like, God, New York City, before the car was invented, must have been so fucking shitty, just because of all the horse manure everywhere, right? Like, they didn't pick that shit up, literally. So all those people when the car came out, they're like, oh, they're taking our gerbs, you know, they're taking our gerbs, and but it's one of those things where it's like, you just gotta adapt with the times, right? And the thing with, like, well, you're an English teacher, and, like, people will never, like, you're, like, I have an Aussie friend who's like, oh, mate, you know, yeah, because, like, I'll admit it right now, like, my translation jobs pretty much dried up in 2025 because it's just like AI got really good at that, like, or at least good enough. But that's fine though, because I still, like, those translation jobs turned into go over this AI translation job and see if it's correct, you know? And it doesn't pay as much, but it's still coming in, right? Because they still don't trust it 100%. They need that human factor in there, right? And then as for interpreting, AI hasn't taken that over. And because they need that human element of responsibility when it comes to those jobs, you know? Because, like, if an AI fucks up, you can't just be like, oh, the AI fucked up, and then you try to sue the AI company. You're going to spend years in court for, like, little payoff, especially in Japan. So they're not going to do that. But, you know, when it comes to AI, like, art creation or video creation, or, you know, like, video, image, sound, voice creation, I like it because it's like all this stuff that we used to be gatekept up until now, it's no longer going to be gatekept. Like, you can like for me, I've used independent artists in the past for my own channel to like make content, like make characters and stuff for me, right? And like I've paid money for that. I've paid people to make like music for me. I haven't paid people to voice act, but they voice acted on occasion. But it's just that like I've helped people in the past with money to like help kind of fuel their hobby, right? And it's just like these people that are complaining about AI taking their stuff. I mean, the whole thing, like it's happening already. Like you can't, no matter how much you complain about it, it's happening. Like you're not gonna change that. So you gotta find a job that is related to that, or you got to find a way to so you got to integrate you got to be able to use AI with your current stuff that you're doing. At the same time, you got to be able to do that, and then also you've got to be able to like it's either you got to do that or you got to just find a different job that's not related to AI. And I mean, like in a way, like isn't this good though? Like if you have robots doing like manual labor, if you have a robot doing a job that a person was doing, like then that person should be free to do something better with their time. Like people were not meant to work behind the counter at McDonald's. People were not meant to work in warehouses. Like we're supposed to evolve past that. Like we're supposed to oversee shit that we're creating so we can make bigger scale stuff. Like this is like Gundam Universe type of shit, right? Like Patlabor. Like if you guys ever watched Patlabor is this awesome fucking anime that I never really gave any time to until I moved to Japan. And I remember like in Metal Gear Solid, Hideo Kojima really I think he worked on that, or at least he gave references to that in Metal Gear Solid. And it's like Patlabor is, I love anime that's grounded in reality, for the most part, but it has like really adult themes, like the anime theme, or like the theme for like for example like Angel Cop. The first part of Angel Cop was great. It's about like like communist terrorists, domestic terrorists in Japan, and they're like actually doing really fucked up shit where they're like for example they are like they try to bomb a building so it falls like onto like a subway and stuff, and causes a bunch of fucking like chaos and shit. And like it's like really in depth. And then they make the fucking stupid anime about the psychics, and it just turns into shit, and it's really bad. But like that first part was really cool. Like it actually like hooked me on the adultness shit, right? But I saw that and I'm like, okay, that's but with Patlabor it's cool because Patlabor is like, okay, we have become so advanced that I love it how in all these things, like when it comes to like future anime, like future settings for like 90s TV shows, 90s animes, that it's like everything was futuristic except the fact that we all had phones in our pocket that were connected to the internet, that were little tools. Like in the like for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever, right? They had like they had the little like iPhone communicators, but that was it. They couldn't, like, they didn't have GPS. They didn't have a calculator on that shit. It was just a two-way video call communicator, right? And in Patlabor, like, they still use, like, regular analog phones and shit to call people. No one's really using, like, cell phones and stuff. And, everything else is advanced, And the guy is back out here with the hose again. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? I need to water the... Everybody's walking past him, and they're like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I just want to get away from my boss. He yells at me. Oh, man. Hold on. Like, in Patlabor, I think I'm saying that right. Like, basically, like, we've made robots that are super big, and they're not super expensive. So we can use them for construction sites. So we can build stuff a whole lot more quickly. So like you want to build subways, you want to build new buildings. You use robots now to do it, and you can mass produce them now. So like construction gets done a whole lot more quickly because you've got like these things that can just get the shit done quicker. And but because they're all on a network, they all use software. Hackers, like domestic terrorist hackers, start hacking into them in order to use them to like commit like acts of terror and shit, right? And so they create a special part of the police force just to deal with those terrorists, like their counterterrorism task force. And it's like, that's really fucking cool. Like that's because it's not like Gundam where it's like a space colony, you know, like Revolutionary War in space kind of thing with like giant robots and like hot young dudes, right? It's just about like people that are on a regular police force in like a regular looking Japan that's not cyberpunky, but they have these robots that are starting to help make the country look more cyberpunky kind of thing, you know? And it's like, it's very grounded in reality, and I like that. I like that stuff. And so it's like, imagine like I don't know, it's just like, imagine like making things faster and more efficiently and freeing up time to create different jobs for stuff, right? And I don't know, man. It's just it's really nice and it's cool and he's ma'am. But yeah, okay, now he's putting the hose away. Yeah, you put that fucking hose away, you idiot. You fucking goddamn. Okay, water the water. Oh, you dumbass. It reminds me of when I was in Las Vegas and they would have these PSA like commercials on TV about like people who are stupid who like water, because I guess like in Las Vegas, like water is like, obviously it's a desert, right? But in Las Vegas, people still wanted to have lawns and everything, and so they would have a PSA saying, please water your lawn at night because it's cold, it's cooler, and if you water it during the day, the water's going to evaporate before it can even go into the ground. And they have this like stupid fucking guy in like a bathrobe and boxers, and he just looks like he's like hungover, and it's like, this is Rob. You know, Rob thinks that God, I forgot. Oh wait, I gotta find. Okay, I just spent like 10 minutes trying to find this shit, and luckily ChatGPT has like a deep learning thing now or something, like a deep searching thing that you can use to look up stuff. But yeah, like it did the deep research, but I still couldn't find it anywhere. But yeah, it was from a 2001 campaign of R&R Partners, Southern Nevada Water Authority, and it was designed to shame lazily wasteful water habits like watering your lawn in the middle of the day. The campaign targeted what they called evil Joe six-pack guys who think the earth is flat, that Elvis is still alive, and that ketchup is a vegetable. And like that was the quote. Don't be that guy. Water at night to avoid evaporating your lawn away in the desert sun. And yeah, man, like, oh god, like I can't believe I can't find that anywhere. Shit. And like in the same one, like this guy was like this guy's like watering his lawn, and then some guy just comes and kicks him in the nuts. And they're like, what are you doing? So of course maybe they buried it though, because like, you know, like I mean, like, it's so stupid. Like that's one of the things about the internet. It's like you can't you know, it's like you can't, like, you know, you got to give everybody. That was the problem with like the internet, giving it like a place for all the weirdos to congregate. You know, like oh yeah, man, it's like totally fine. Like, you know, like people don't fuck toasters, but then you can go on Reddit and probably find somebody who fucks a toaster. And I know I'm regurgitating that from some comedian I can't remember right now, but it's just yeah, man, it's so like, god damn it, like, I wonder if they purposely scrubbed that from the internet, because I'm finding, like, all these, PowerPoint and, like, PDF, what is this, from 2015 and stuff that are talking about it, but there's no video anywhere, and, it's just, fuck, it sucks. I want to see more, but I don't know where it is. Like, you go, like, all these places, they all have dead, links, you know, like, I'm looking at this, report, and then I click on the link, and it just brings me back to the homepage. And I'm like, aw, come on, you bitch asses. But yeah, I would have really liked to show you guys that. It's really funny. Like, you know, it was just shitting on this guy for being stupid, and everybody was for that. You know, I guess now maybe it's just. I mean, like, it was a white guy though, so maybe it would have gone over pretty well in 2020. You know, whatever, right? So. But anyway, it is, ma'am. I would have loved to show that to you guys. Like, that's one thing I want to do with these rants moving forward, especially if it's at home, where like I can see where I can pause the audio, so I know exactly where to inject the video that I'm quoting or whatever. But yeah, you know, like that's one thing I want to do though. I won't be able to do it with the motorcycle rants because it's just harder for me to figure out where I need to stop the video. But at the home rants, yeah, if I make references or something, then like hopefully I can shout that out. I mean, like this is fun. This is kind of like that was the fun thing about writing a blog back in the day, is that if you made a joke or like you were referencing something, you could just put the link for that thing there, you know. But now, like, you know, thanks to everybody learning programming and stuff, like every website now is like a sketchy, like virus embedded website that automatically downloads and stuff, and it's like, god damn it, you know, like I just wanted to have fun. Like, you piece of shit, like you can't read a blog now without being worried about if it's gonna lead you to somewhere sketchy or not, you know. It's so annoying. But back in the day you could, and it was fun to go. But yeah, you know, it's all good. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. That was funny. I spent like 10 minutes looking for that because I was like, it's somewhere. I just gotta find it. And it's like, nah, I guess the government doesn't give a shit about, you know, archiving their old, really, because that was like a very successful water campaign. I mean, everybody was talking about it. It was like, if a commercial goes viral, like you guys remember the Trunk Monkey one, where it's like this guy's like talking shit. And, like, this dude's got road rage, and then the guy pushes the trunk monkey button, and then a monkey comes out of the trunk with a crowbar and just nails that dude in the head. And it's like, yeah, yeah. And then, like, the trunk monkey's like, yeah, great, right? And he's like, okay, now get back in the trunk. Oh, it's so silly. So stupid and silly. Ooh, what's this video now? The video that I have playing. Quiet morning walk through Enyoji Mountain Temple Himeji. Dude, he's like doing this in the middle of fall or whatever, and all the leaves are turning red. It's very beautiful. Very good. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, when I first came to Japan, like, Japanese people would love to brag about, like, oh, I love the I think it's called koyo. The koyo, which is, like, when the leaves change color. And I remember, like, people like my grandpa or something back in the day would say shit like that. Like, oh, the leaves are changing. So nice, you know, and I mean, like, that's like New England people, right? They really love their the leaves changing. But yeah, it's like in Japan, they love it, though. They're like, oh, I mean, to be fair, Japan is more of like a nature-oriented and nature-centered country more than most countries, you know? Like, when I think of like China or something, I just think of like if you see like a beautiful part in nature in China, China's like, we need to put a factory there. We need to pollute all the animals, kill them, and then somehow blame America for it. Yeah, but it's like Japan's like, yes, we must honor. Like, I remember back in the day when like 90s movies were all about like fighting evil corporations and like government that isn't kept in check, you know, where it's like they're polluting the people, man, like Aaron Brockovich style and shit. But now it's like, you know, it's like everybody knows that, but they don't do anything about it, you know. It's like everybody, it was brought to attention by everyone, but then they didn't do it, so it's like, eh. I mean, like, that is one of the really fun things about going out and networking and just keeping in contact with people, is that, like, you'll meet people. Like, I remember I had a buddy named Dan, and he worked for, like, an environmental agency in Canada, and they sent him out to China to basically, it's funny because, like, China doesn't need to follow any regulations. Like, they just do their own thing, but you know, for the companies that wanted to send out their people to do the right thing, like his job was basically to make sure that when people were doing like mining and like factory building and stuff in rural parts of China, that they were not just dumping all these like chemicals and shit into the rivers and stuff, and he was helping them build and like design, I don't know, like filtration, irrigation shit. And it's crazy because like the guy didn't speak any Chinese. He wasn't planning on ever learning Chinese, and he would just tell me how he'd be like stuck in these rural Chinese towns for like a month at a time, and he's the only English speaker, and like these guys fucking love to drink all the time and shit, and it's like, it's just basically like a town is built around all these jobs, and then like it's just like he's eating like snake and frog every day, and he's like, motherfucker, he's like, I just want some fried chicken or something. They don't even have that here. They just have like fucking like what was it that he had? He had the baijiao. It's like super Chinese vodka pretty much, and just like snake soup and shit. And like, I don't know, man, he's a tougher guy than me. I don't think I could have put up with that. I'm too used to my creature comforts here in Tokyo. But I mean, just like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, I wouldn't have never heard that story if I hadn't kept in touch with that guy. And yeah, it's just interesting. And I don't know, like, what else? I don't know. I'm just talking about shit that's on my mind today, right? Like the stuff that I've been working on, the stuff that I've been thinking about, stuff like that, right? And oh shit, what is this? Yeah, so I had to turn on the fan now. It's getting like right now, it's getting to the point what happens in summer a lot in Japan, which is like you know, it gets hot, but it rains, and then you would think it's raining, so it cooled everything down, but it didn't rain enough for long enough for it to cool down everything. So now it's just like a little light sprinkling, and the sun's coming out, and it's getting warmer, but like it's like more sauna-y now, so it's like but what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? It's fine. I mean, like that's such a great thing about like 2020s, like just the world in general, is that like you can go on Amazon and you're like, I need something, and then you just go on Amazon and you're like, boom, you're good to go, dude. You got all the things, and yeah, it's just I love it. It's great. I got this like 5,000 yen fan. It's a giant fan, and the cool thing is, it's like it's. You know, if you thought about this in like the 80s, it would probably be like a very heavy metallic fan that would be dangerous, and if it broke, it would like fling off and hit you in the head or something. But this is just like, it's all made out of plastic, and it's very lightweight, and it's powerful. It's nice, and it is ma'am. It's a fan and a ma'am. But yeah, that's great, and I got my coffee here. I love it. I love the ice cube trays. Oh, I bought, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like you don't know how much better it can get until you actually like take a slight little plunge or dip or try something new. Like, God, dude, I was using the same fucking ice cube trays for years, and I was always running out of ice. Like, I don't know about you guys, man, but like I grew up like my mom and dad were always drinking ice. You know, like that was their thing. Like they were always just like, they never drank hot drinks, you know? Like, I think my mom drank coffee, but she's one of those people that would just leave coffee out, and then it would like, get, like, you know, not hot anymore kind of thing. And it's just like, yeah, I'm one of those guys where it's just like, I'm always hot. Like, I'm hot in the ass, and I'm ready to fuck. I used to say that to my buddy who's like, I'm not gay, and I'm like, but you're hot in the ass, and you're ready to fuck. You know, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like being fat. You're like, you're always hot, dude. Like, it's weird. Like, you know, it's just, and internally, externally, whatever, you're hot. So drinking cold drinks is just, it's refreshing to me. Like, I'm the kind of guy that, like, during winter, I'll eat ice cream kind of thing, you know? Because it's just like, it's cold. I like the cold. It's funny because it's like, I don't really, I think if I had to choose, like, I've mentioned this before, but it's like, if I had to choose between like living in a tundra or a desert, I don't know, man. I mean, like, I don't want to live in either, right? But at I don't know, it's like in the desert, I feel like it would be a lot easier, like, if you're talking about no electricity, to like heat up yourself with like fire and stuff versus trying to find someplace cool. Like, I saw this video a while ago about like Australians who are trying to like find gold or whatever in Australia, or what is it? Cobalt or whatever, like rare obsidian shit, and like, so they lived out in the outback, mate. It's fucking brutal there. It's so hot, and these guys, what they did was like they just built like underground houses, and the crazy thing is like a lot of those houses, they didn't even need like air conditioning, just because it's a lot cooler underground than it was outside, and I forgot why exactly, but it's a lot easier to deal with. But still, I don't know, man. I want to live like in a place where I can at least look outside and see the windows, like go and look out my window and stuff. And I don't know, if you're in a desert, you're just looking at brown shit all over. Like, I mean, there's desert like Arizona where there's actually like some green stuff and everything. But then there's like desert like Las Vegas where it's just brown and shitty, you know, where it's just like ugly. Yeah, and so it's like, you know, it's not bueno, it's not good. And But like if you're in the winter tundra, then all you see is like dark, dead plants and just snow, right? So, oh, I love the coffee. But yeah, I mean, just the small little things of like, oh yeah, well, I was looking for new ice cube trays because my other ice cube trays kept like, I had an issue. This is how stubborn I was. Like I had 4 ice cube trays that I had gotten from the 100 yen shops, and I had bent them so many times popping ice out that they had holes in them, and so they would leak water when I would put them in the freezer, and then that would build up a giant block of ice over like a month or two, and then I'd have to take out the tray from my freezer and then just put it in the sink and just like run hot water over it for like 10 minutes until the ice got loose enough where I could just throw it in the sink or whatever afterwards. And it was just it was so annoying. But and also like it wasn't enough ice, you know, like half of the ice would, like the ice cube tray wouldn't even keep the ice, and I was just lazy and stubborn. But go on Amazon, spend like $3 on 2 like big fat chunky ice cube tray ones, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, like you think in America like you have these or like even in Japan and like older or cheaper like shittier refrigerators, they have like a small place in the freezer for you to put your ice cube trays, and it's not even that big. But like I'm like, I have like, you know, I don't use my freezer, but like my refrigerator freezer, like there's nothing in there except the ice. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got plenty of space in there. Hell, I might even get more ice cube trays. It's just, oh, it's so good, so convenient, you know. I don't know, it's just awesome. It's great, and it is, man. But putting like a cup full of ice in front of a fan makes the ice melt a lot quicker though. So you gotta drink quickly. But it's like, Dad, what the hell are you even talking about? I'm talking about shut the hell up, son. You shut the hell up. How dare you fucking interrupt me, you little shit. Dad, I'm sorry. That's right, son. You say you're sorry. You say you're sorry, and that it is, ma'am. Yeah, like somebody was complaining on one of my videos I released. Like it's a comment, and they're like, hey, you know, like this pizza AI video, I don't like the AI. This is AI slop. And I'm like, what? I was like, that took me all day to make. Like, what are you complaining about? You know, like I had to AI generate all these fucking pictures. I had to like think of like a song and like what lyrics or like what the theme of the lyrics was, and then I had to like put those into like ChatGPT and tweak those lyrics, and I had to go to Suno and make like 3 different versions of this before I could finally settle that. And then on top of that, I had to fucking transcribe this shit and fix the subtitles, which took forever. So it's like, I worked hard on that shit, you know? I didn't make it all from scratch, but that doesn't mean I didn't work hard at it. You fucking bitch. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was just, it's like, again, like you can, it's like the gatekeepy shit, you know? It's like, look, if you don't like, I understand if you don't like AI art or whatever because it comes off lazy to you. And it's like, oh, it's disingenuous because you didn't make it from scratch. But at the same time, like, what if you're somebody who was never really a good artist? Does that mean that, like, forever now you are, you're stuck just, like, that just means that you're stuck now, like, commissioning people, or you spend, like, you know, thousands of hours getting better at this art thing? It's like, you know, because there's, like, Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs was the innovator, the guy, I mean, whatever. If you hate Steve Jobs, that's fine, too. But it's like, you know, he was the idea guy. Like, he had ideas, and then he had the technical team that had the knowledge on how to make that stuff into a reality. But he was, like, the idea guy. And, like, just imagine now, like, if somebody wants to make a game, like, it's basically opened up a whole world of fan fiction, you know? Like, before, you could only write down, like, a story version. Like, I remember when I was in, like, fucking, like, middle school, I remember, like, me and like a friend, we would write fan fiction for like anime. Like I would make fan fiction for like Tenchi Muyo. My buddy would make fan fiction for Dragon Ball Z, and then sometimes like we would blend 2 worlds together, and like 2 franchises would come together, and we'd see how the characters interact with each other and everything. And it's really cool, right? Like it's kind of like when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like meet Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the new one and the old one or whatever. Like seeing the characters interact, or like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman, or Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so good. but I mean, like, yeah, you know, it's cool. Like imagine this now, like people can make their own not just fan fiction, but they could make their own comics. They could make their own. It's like I get it, right? Like it's not going to replace the main story. Maybe it does. Maybe they make their own original cool story, and it's the coolest, baddest motherfucker ever, right? But I think what this will do is that, like, if you ever read the book Steal Like an Artist, it talks about how nothing is original. Even Quentin Tarantino has, like, acknowledged this. Is that, like, that, you know, if you want to come up with something original, usually it's a mixture of something, of, like, a couple things that you've seen before, and you're putting it together and giving your own spin to it, kind of thing, right? That's what originality is that you're, like, you know, there's only, I forgot who said this. Like, my buddy who was a film major, he said that there's only, like 30 different styles of overall, like, story themes that you can do for a story, like, when it comes to a fictional story or whatever. Like, there's the hero's journey and blah, 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 and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, so, like, everything already has, like, a template, but it's what you do with the template, what kind of own personal spice and twist you put to it that makes it original and makes it fun. I mean, like, I remember when YouTube first became a thing, everybody was so afraid about putting their videos online because they're like, oh, somebody's going to just take it and re-upload it, or, like, somebody's going to steal my idea, so I might as well not even do it. And it's like, well, nobody's you, though, right? You know, like, if somebody takes it and they make it into something better, then that means that your idea wasn't that good to begin with, right? Or maybe, I don't know. Does that mean something? Like, what does that mean, right? And then it's like, but, I mean, yeah, that could be wrong, you know? It could be wrong, could be ma'am. But, I think that it's like, it's giving people the chance to make things that they wouldn't have had the talent or the confidence to make in the past. And I think that's so fucking cool. You know? Like, I've been going through, on and off, because, like, my whole thing is, like, I try to wake up early, and I've been doing bad. I've been waking up at 6:30. I want to wake up at 4:30 like I was, you know, during winter and stuff, but it's just, like, it's hard, man. It's hard to do that, but I want to do that, right? Like, that's the thing I want to do. I want to be able to wake up early, but one of the things I did, like, you know, for the people that are like, I can't sleep, man. I have a trouble, like, getting to bed, and it's like, well, you need, like, a calm down routine, you know? Like, you need something to help you calm down, and for me, it's like watching a movie, you know? Because if you're watching a TV show, you're just jumping from TV show, like, episode to TV show episode, right? But if you're watching a movie, that's a clear 2-hour thing, and it's got to start and it's got to finish, and it's going to be done in, like, 2 hours or so. And, like, sometimes, like, you're like, oh, well, I want to learn more about the movie. Like, when I watch Lethal Weapon or something, I'm like, I want to learn more about, like, the stuff and see if there's any deleted scenes. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do now that we've got YouTube, is, like, if I see a movie I really like, I'm like, well, before you'd have to have the DVD to watch the deleted scenes or whatever. Now you can go online and you're like, what's some deleted scenes? I want to see what they did. And, like, Lethal Weapon had a shit ton of deleted scenes. And I understand why they cut them, but it helps build the world so much, you know. Like, there's a scene where, like, where Mel Gibson saves a school of kids from, like, this hostage guy and shit, and it's like, it's so cool. And he, like, sharpshoots the guy with his pistol, and I'm like, yeah, that's badass. It's fucking cool. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's just like, I do that as a way to cool down my day. And I've been doing that too, but it's just like the days are so longer during summer, right? Like they're these. It's just like the sun comes up earlier. I think like 4:30, and then it goes down at 7. So that's still, I mean, that's still like what, like 8+ hours of nighttime that you're getting, right? But also it's Tokyo, and like the funny thing is like sometimes because of the clouds or whatever. Like, Tokyo's obviously, like, the lit-up city, especially Kabukicho. It's the city that doesn't sleep, or it's the part of the city that doesn't sleep. But sometimes the lights reflect onto the clouds, and then the clouds reflect it back, and it's just like, is it really nighttime outside? It feels like it's still daytime. That's another thing about, like, when it snows, too. Why is it, like, everything's so much more visible when it's at nighttime, but it's snowed? Like, you can see everything. It's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ChatGPT that later. I'm curious. It's like, well, the white color reflects something of the moonlight better, or some bullshit probably. But Yeah, isn't that funny how like even when it snows, it's like not pitch black still, unless you're in a forest. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm watching this the Let's Play or like the long play of DuckTales for Game Boy, DuckTales 2. What was the point of this game? I mean, like you have like you spend the whole game collecting treasure, but what does that treasure get you? Does it unlock levels or something? Like, why are you? Does it give you more HP bars? Like, what is the fucking point of collecting all this treasure? Like, the guy keeps opening up treasure boxes, and it's like you know, and some of them have hints, but most of them are just money, or I guess food maybe. But like even then, it's like okay, so I don't know, I don't get it. I'm gonna have to chat GPT this later too. Yeah, it's fun. I like it how I think that a lot of teachers out there are shitty. I think they might have good intentions, but they're shitty. Like they're bad at their job. You know, they're bad at explaining things or figuring out what their students need. And so like that's one thing that's gonna be nice about AI is that like people can finally get taught the things that they need to learn in a way that you know maintains like their curiosity for the subject, but also teaches them in a way that it's easier for them to understand. And I don't know, man. That's just cool. It's cool that people are given that option, you know? Ugh. But anyway, what the fuck else? Yeah, dude. Just straight up chilling, man. Yeah, today's rainy, so what am I going to do today? It's raining, so I think I'm just going to hang out. I need to make shorts. I went through yesterday, and I was like, shit, I am out of shorts. I need to make some more goddamn shorts. So, for my main channel, and it's just reacting to stuff. And I mean, that's a fun thing about YouTube. I mean, it's just like any other hobby, but you grow and you learn to get better. Like I remember I was telling John Dobb, I was like, dude, I just want to make videos that help me express my creativity. I don't care about the views so much. And he's like, well, I care about the views. He's like, I think my videos are badass, and I want more people to see them, you know. And he's like, and so like I don't mind learning about YouTube and how to like, you know, fix the system a little bit to help my favor. If, you know, like, he's like, because my stuff's cool and it should be seen by more people. And so I don't mind learning how to like, how to use analytics and how to make better thumbnails and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this smart, this good. Yeah, I agree. So, but anyway, yeah. I don't know. What the hell was this fucking rant even about? I just wanted to spiel, and I feel like I spieled pretty good. I spieled all over the face. All over the face. Oh god, the face. But I don't know, man. It's just I think at the end of the day, guys, you just gotta have good poops, okay? If you have good poops, you're gonna be thinking clearer, and it's gonna be better. And I notice that a lot of the time when I'm feeling bad, it's because I'm blocked up. I'm backed up and stuff, you know. And it's good just to kind of clear out the system, you know. And that's why it's like in the morning, regardless if I'm hungry or not, I get an apple. Because it's not just like the apple, it's like the fiber, it's the juice or something in there that acts like a good laxative on top of the coffee. And you got to hydrate too. I mean, that's the nice thing about summer. Like, you know, you wake up and you haven't been drinking all night. And sometimes I wake up with a headache because I'm dehydrated. And it's like, before I even drink a thing of water, I just go into the bathroom and just douse myself with water. It's weird too because it's like, well, don't you need water inside your body, not just outside your body? But it's like you know, when you get wet, your skin absorbs the water, and that water's obviously going somewhere. I don't know how that works, but that's another question to ask ChatGPT. You know, that's so cool, right? Yo, mama still, she cares about your schooling so much. You don't talk much, do you? Hey. Anyway, yeah, damn, that melted the ice in that coffee cup really quickly. I've only been sitting here for like 20 minutes. God damn. But, yeah, anyway, guys, I just, that's my rant for today. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you, everybody in the premiere chat that came and hung out with me while I was just talking about bullshit. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys during the live stream after this. So, yeah, you guys stay black, and I'll talk to you later. Yeah, buddy.